morning. Oh, I'm not sure what B-roll we've spliced in so far, but it is wet. Today's a wet race, big time. It's so typical because what was supposed to be our first race at Silverstone was currently the hottest day of the year so far, and it was like optimal conditions and everything was hunky-dory, and today is literally the wettest day of the year. But our race isn't until this afternoon. We've got a free practice shortly to get a feel of the car and the setup, etc. Then we've got qualifying, and how qualifying works, because we've got 2 races today. Our first fastest lap positions us on the grid for the first race, and our second fastest lap of the same qualifying session positions us on the grid for the second race. So Miles is about to go out for his free practice. I mean, just point it out there a minute, just look at it. I think it's a few millimeters of rain away from a red flag. The idea is he's going to come back in a minute and tell us if it's pure suicide or actually okay. So, where do I start? Okay, where do you start? With what conditions or setup?
There's standing water everywhere.
Everywhere.
As soon as you touch the brakes, it's just locking itself in. Wow. In the space of 1 lap, as 4 cars went off, 1 Praga went in the barrier.
Oh god. Okay. Does it feel? It feels to me like, I was just saying a minute ago, it feels like a couple of mil from a red flag. Like, I mean, what's the point?
Put it this way, I did a third of a lap, and I just looked at the throttle, and it was I just spun it straight away.
Great. So 0 grip, no traction, a spot of aquaplaning, and no visibility.
This Praga R1 and really see what he can do in qualifying conditions.
So we've just heard Miles has had a bit of an off. But he's able to drive it back in, but it's stuck in 2nd gear, so we're going to have a debrief and see what the condition of the car's like. Shouldn't be running these sessions, that man.
So as I came around Coram, I picked up on the same patch of water. I was going to hit him. There's nothing I could do. It was just a passenger. Once you're on the grass, what can you do? I was off the pedals and someone was off the steering. There's nothing I could do. So I just had to wait until I smashed into the back of him. That's exactly what happened.
on the theme of frustrations and motorsport, Miles sadly had a bit of an off. You know, really not his fault. It was just the amount of standing water out there is pure treachery. And everyone, you can hear by the sound of the cars out there, everyone's tiptoeing around. Sadly, Miles hit some standing water. Someone else in front of him did exactly the same thing. And because he parked it, Miles tapped him. So, we're out at the minute. We're out of the show, out of the race. Or should I say out of qualifying. The frustrating thing is, qualifying here, where we placed first in the first session, places us qualifying for the first race, and our second fastest time in qualifying places us on the grid for the second race. And because we're totally out of qualifying, it means we're going to be starting at the back of our grid, which is a bit of a shame. But yes, such is motorsport. This is the remnants of our previous nose. So yeah, real shame. Frank's got some proper war scars now, though. Anyway, racing. They're designed to be rebuilt. So let's see what we can do.
Impressive debut this has been for James Walker, also known as Mr. JWW, on his very first competitive racing team.
Just missed out on a podium.
So close though, man.
But we started at the back, so. Is that alright? Man, good race, man. Woo! We started at the back, so 4's not bad. Man, I made a mistake on the slowest corner exit.
Yeah.
I put the throttle on too early and it washed wide, and that was it.
Is that when the gap appeared suddenly?
Yeah, it was when the gap
Then
appeared.
you got him back.
I got it back again, I know.
A couple more laps.
Which kind of like, that fills me with confidence that I got it back.
Huh?
We were on for a P3, man.
Yeah, no.
My shoulders are destroyed. Woo. Also, 50% of it under safety car. I didn't have half the race. man.
And how you avoided not getting hit in the pits.
The pits, did anyone get that on camera?
Everybody.
The pits, I just sat there and I just see this Golf go poof. The dude who was leaning on the wing of this car, I don't know how he didn't lose his leg earlier. I'm serious, man. That was so close. Ah. From the beginning of the season to this evening, has not been the smoothest of rides. We've had setup problems, we've had mechanical issues, we've had countless red flags during testing. This morning we didn't even make the first race because we had aquaplaning in qualifying, so both Miles and myself needed this one. And yeah, I'm buzzing. Absolutely destroyed. But, you know, I heard before I started racing that it's peaks and troughs. It's always just ultra highs, ultra lows. We've been pretty consistently low the last few weeks, but the highs are so high, and we didn't even get a podium. We were placed 4th then, which, considering we started at the back, I'm super happy with. Right, I gotta switch off, I'm done. I've got a 3-hour drive home. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I shall see you next time. Ciao.